ABC News exclusive tonight. The president sat down with ABC's Barbara Walters at the White House this afternoon, and the president said something about Syria that signals a whole new day for the United States. And Barbara Walters is here right now with the breaking news. Barbara.
Yes, Diane. Well, what happened, just a year ago this month, I met with President Assad in Damascus, and I questioned him about the slaughter of his people. Since then, 40,000 people have been killed. Well, today, President Obama had some big news. For the first time, he is putting the Syrian opposition on the path to be recognized as the new government if and when Assad falls. I'd like to talk about Syria. Do you plan to recognize the opposition and give them some legitimacy?
We've made a decision that the Syrian Opposition Coalition is now inclusive enough, is reflective and representative enough of the Syrian population that we consider them the legitimate representative of the Syrian people in opposition to the Assad regime, and so we will provide them recognition, and obviously with that recognition comes responsibilities on the part of that coalition.
That's a big step.
It is a big step. There is a small element of those who oppose the Assad regime that are in fact affiliated with Al-Qaeda in Iraq, and we have designated them, al-Nusra, as a terrorist organization. And we are going to make clear to distinguish between those elements of the opposition.
With the president recognizing the Syrian opposition as the legitimate authority in that country, many are asking what this may mean in terms of U.S. involvement. But today, a senior administration official said that there is still no plan to arm this group. Yet the government hasn't ruled it out. Meanwhile, the other issue on the forefront of the president's mind today, the U.S. economy and that pending fiscal cliff. Are we going to go over the fiscal cliff?
I remain optimistic that there are enough people of goodwill in this town that recognize our economy will be much better off, American families will be much better off if we get this done. The most important thing we can do is make sure that middle-class taxes do not go up on January 1st. And I'm pretty confident that Republicans would not hold middle-class taxes hostage to try to protect tax cuts for high-income individuals.
Prediction. Are you going to be able to raise taxes, yes or no?
Oh, taxes are going to go up one way or the other.
Okay, they are.
And I think the key is to make sure that taxes go up on high-end individuals like you and me, Barbara. We can afford it. It is entirely possible for us to come up with a deal, but time is running short.
The president sounded optimistic about avoiding the fiscal cliff. He said of his meeting with Speaker Boehner, "I think the tone was good. I believe both Speaker Boehner and myself and the other leaders want to see a deal happen." But Diane, he did warn that the clock is ticking.
It is for sure, and I know you're going to have more of this interview. We'll all be watching tomorrow morning on GMA, tonight on Nightline, and the full interview with the president and with Mrs. Obama will be airing on a special edition of 2020 on Friday night.